write your name.
Hey, Shannon here. Today I'm going to talk about narration, scoring, slate, sequencing, ellipsis of time, and illusion of time. All these topics are from chapters 7 and 8. The first thing I'm going to talk about is narration. Narration is similar to dialogue, except the narrator is speaking to the audience and not the actor that is on the screen. Narrators may appear on screen or off screen. If the narrator is off screen, it is considered to be a voiceover. With a voiceover, you can hear the person's voice, but you don't have to see them. And voiceovers can be either spoken and written in first or third person, and they can either be spoken by an identifiable voice like Morgan Freeman's or an unidentifiable voice. The next thing I'm going to talk about is scoring. Scoring is when certain music is used for certain parts of the video. The music can come before or after the shooting. And the music that is set for the scene helps set the mood of the scene. If it's a interesting song that has a different message, like Blank Space by Taylor Swift, that's talking about how she starts to date a guy and then it goes wrong, so then they break up and she destroys his things. That's context is also taken from the music video. But a song like Chandelier, that also deals with a similar concept, but they're two different songs and they can set two different moods. Marker. Scene 1, take 3, roll 7. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the slate or the clapper. A slate or a clapper is this. These are the things that directors use to say marker or action. These slates or clappers indicate the beginning of a scene, and it helps to synchronize the sound with the visual. Slates have, as you can see, it says scene, take, director, camera, date, and it says like this which scene, and then how many times it's been taken, and then the date that it's been taken on. And these slates or clappers can be written on with either chalk or dry erase marker, and having clappers help keep everything synchronous, so the sound starts when the scene is supposed to start. The next thing I'm going to talk about is sequencing. Sequencing is the order of which events occur, and it helps communicate the meaning of the story. How sequencing plays into filmmaking is something like storyboards. This is what I took from the chapter, is it starts out like you have Ursula, and she has a Triton, then she goes to hurt Ariel, then she actually hurts her eels, and she gets freaked out, and then she gets mad. So it's an order of a scene, and it helps tell the story in a chronological way. The next thing I'm going to talk about is ellipsis of time. Ellipsis of time is used in film when large periods of time are compressed into minutes. There's a logical progression with how the scene is compressed, but the boring stuff is cut out, because you don't need to see somebody getting out of their car. You just need to see them answering the door and talking to the person. Or you don't need to see them going into the elevator. You need to see them going and buying their object that you're buying that relates to the scene. The last thing I want to talk about is illusion of time. Illusion of time is sort of similar to ellipsis of time, but the main difference is the chunks of film are filmed separately, and then they're put into one cohesive unit, so it's a continuous flow of the story, because illusion of time is a compression of the long periods of time as well, and it appears that the scene is taking place in real time, like it's happening like down the street from you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a good New Year.